Okay, one of the articles that we are using in our capstone project is Dysphagia Management, a survey of school-based speech language pathologists in Vermont. This article was written by Tiffany Hutchins, and it's by Michaela and I.
Okay, so the purpose and introduction information. The purpose of this study was to gather information about what kind of dysphagia management is being done in the schools, and as well as how SLPs feel about dysphagia management. And so what it talked about a lot in the introduction was Education for All Handicapped Children Act, and that basically states that all children with disabilities are entitled to receive individualized education programs tailored to their specific needs. And so under the reauthorization of this act, as the Individuals Disability Education Improvement Act, qualification for dysphagia management is now possible under the OHI, which is other health impairment classification in the school setting. So this is just our proof that dysphagia is considered an educational need, and this is really why we chose this one. So
in the methods part of this journal article, they looked at what they did was they looked at SLPs who are currently in a school-based setting. They could have either had medical experience or none at all. Their experience, of course, in the medical field was valuable to the survey since they had experience working with dysphagia patients. They developed a survey that was mailed to 258 SLPs. All of these were in Vermont, and of those 258, only 52 returned the survey. So therefore, there was only a 20% response rate.
yes, so that just goes into the reason why we chose this article and what we would do different. It's very similar to what we want to address. So they looked at the different kinds of management that's already being done for dysphagia, and we want to look at more of what do we want to look at? Look at more at SLP's competency. So they touched a little bit on that, but we really want to look at that, as well as they looked at more of in Vermont, and we want to look at Texas SLPs. And another thing that I feel like they didn't get a lot of feedback or really well with their surveys, that they had it mailed in, and we would do an electronic and online survey, and we would just look at more of what is not focused on in the schools and what else we could do with that. So our study will be focusing on that. So, this is our reference that we got this article.